Well, we are back home from our little weekend trip for the birthday. I did pick up some stuff. Picked up a couple collection boxes. A Salamence and a Mask of Ogerpon. And then, we hit up all the places in the larger city we were in. Walmart, Target. We were able to get a Target pack of Mega Evolution. Okay, and then we went to Kohl's. And we got the Drifloon and Drifblim packs. And then here in town, at our local Walmart, we picked up 410s. I've been seeing posts on Walmart, or people posting about Walmart having these and what have you, and they're not being put out by like MJ Holding vendors and all this other stuff that is actually being put out by Walmart staff. And I was like, well, it'd be nice. We'll see. And sure enough, one of the locals posted on Facebook and said, go get y'all's Mega tins. They're out. So, got in the Jeep, drove down there. Sure enough, cases and cases of Mega tins. Lots and lots. Like a dumb amount of tins. So we got those. We got a sleeve. We got 4 tins. But I want to start off with the single pack of Edge of Eternity that I got from Best Buy. Had some gift cards there saved up from some purchases in the past. This came out to 53 cents. I said, if there is a Lotus Field in this 53-cent pack, wouldn't that be crazy? No, it's a rare 0-point Balin and a hollow uncommon. That would have been sweet. And then the wife picked up some Fabled. Lorcana Fabled. And she was going to buy all of them, and then they told her, man, it's limited to 3. There was 5 packs there. So she got the 3, and I said, you know what? Give me those other 2. I've never pulled an Enchanted in Lorcana. I've tried to help her get some Enchanteds from Lorcana, and it's never happened. So let's see if we can make it happen today. Come on, Lorcana. Come on, Lorcana. There we go. But we got the Mask of Ogerpon collection box we'll probably do next stream. We've got the Salamence that has Surging Sparks and Destined Rivals in it. I forgot these tins have Destined Rivals and Mega in them. Come on, can we get something really cool for the wife here? Or for myself? We cannot. We get a Max Goof Hollow. Not even a legendary in there. It would have been cool to at least get a legendary to. One more pack of Fable. I have not had the best of luck with Lorcana, period. The wife has a lot better luck than I do. She tries to get 1 Enchanted from every set. So, she's gotten 1 from this set. It was the Mickey Mouse. And then she got Mother Gothel from the Jafar set. She wasn't happy about that. But It was an enchanted. So, no, Donald Duck cold foil. I was able to finally get a Lily carton though. I was like excited because, you know, I wanted it, and they sold out extremely fast. I was unable to get my hands on one, but local game store in Corpus, he'd got some in. I traded a bunch of stuff. Actually, I traded a huge amount. I traded all the duplicates that I had, all the extras that I did not need anymore, that I normally hauled around with me to shows to trade into people that were trying to fill their binders to sell to customers. That'll go towards the master set. It's the promo. That'll be a real master set of Journey Together that we have. I have the little version of this coin. I didn't realize it was like a full-size coin in this one, because we got the Japanese version of Lily's little, like the, what was it called? It came with like a little binder. Beautiful little sleeves, Lily sleeves. Then of course the deck box, which is what I wanted. I wanted all this stuff, but that's when Journey Together was being sold out like crazy, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Journey Together's amazing," or "It's going to be the next big set," and everybody was buying it out like crazy, and it sold out. And then Journey Together just crashed, and like Journey Together's become like what Obsidian Flames was for a while, or like Darkness Ablaze, or Vivid Voltage. You know, all those sets that people hyped up, and they had a huge card in it. That was worth a lot of money, and then the set crashed because everybody realized, no, it's not as great as we thought. I love Paradox Rift though. We'll stick Temporal because there's nothing we need out of Temporal, but anything extra would be just like nice icing on the cake. Something extra to have, like a Gengar. This Gengar and this one's gone up, just the full art, gone up a stupid amount. I believe it's out of this set, right? Not Twilight. I believe it's out of this set. It's a full art, and people are just going crazy for it. Of course, we don't get anything there. Relicanth in the back. We have a master set of Temporal. Wife was trying to get the new purple Gengar binder that just came out to start putting that in. Focus. Okay. But yes, we're back home. I'm happy to be back home. As much as I like going out and looking for stuff and celebrating my birthday weekend and all that, it just gets exhausting. Paradox has always been rough to me. Trying to get Professor Sada, the SIR, out of it. Never pulled it, traded for it at the show. Kept getting Groudon. Wife got a Groudon. She was trying for the Roaring Moon out of it. A very beautiful card because it's got the little screen tails. And she finally got it one day, and she was just excited. They were having a sale. This is before the big boom, and there were what, like $3 packs that they had them at, or something like that. They had a sale going on at a local game store, and Paradox Rift was just being sold. It was like a little under $100 for a booster box, and look at it now. Nobody cared about Paradox Rift until now that it's worth money. That was like that was the entire tin, and we didn't get one hit out of that entire Pokeball. So let's jump over. This is coming out of Lily's, yeah, it was Customer Appreciation Day. This is coming out of Lily's milk carton. You know, yesterday we did a box of Mega Symphonia, right? Because we were gonna do an Inferno box, and I said, no, let's go down. You know, wife was like, well, why don't we, you know, think on it, come back. We'll go down to the local game store that we get all our magic and stuff from, and our I got the Japanese version of this little guy out of Mega Inferno. But like, let's go look, see what he's got. You know, use some stuff for trade. And then we went to go eat lunch. We went to get some good charcoal brick oven pizza. All right. And wife sees on social media that one of the guys that runs a little booth here locally in our small town, that he was at a trade show in that city we were at. And I said, I didn't know there was a show going on. And she said, I didn't either. I said, well, let's go down there and take a look after we get done eating here. So we went. And, you know, I was trying to explain to the wife. I know she probably got tired of listening to me about it, but I was like, you know, Phantasmal Flames, everybody's going crazy for it. I don't think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to crash the market. People are going to realize how small of a set it is, that they took out the Choreo being a pullable card, made it a promo. They pulled out some other card, made it a promo. So I think it's down to like 4 or 5 SIRs that are going to be pullable in the set. And it's going to be a real small set. There's barely any IRs that are like worth a damn, or, you know, what have you. So I was like, you know what? Let's go check out this trade show. We'll go pick up a box afterwards. This was 160 for a box. I forgot there was 8 specs in this. Out of Surging Sparks, a precious trolley. So we went down to the trade show. We found all the Inferno X illustration rares we wanted, except for the Wigglytuff, which is what I want. So that's all that I really want out of Inferno X, or Phantasmal Flames, as it would be called. Because if you remember, Obsidian Flames, this set right here, Obsidian Flames, everybody thought it was going to be huge, right? Because it's the Charizard set. And it didn't do too good. People were opening it like crazy, realized how small the set was, getting Master Set real quick. The Charizard was getting pulled left and right. Nobody really cared about it. And, you know, it started sitting on the shelves. It wasn't until Stellar Crown came out and the boom for Surging Sparks came out that everybody was like, oh my god, I gotta have that little Charmander in the window. And I'd said it, you know, it would match. Yeah. It would match the ones out of Stellar Crown relatively well. And it does. You know, it does. It matches. The 3 starter Pokemon being in the window or on the patio or what have you. And so nobody cared about Obsidian Flames until people started going crazy again for the promo. Alright, and then Obsidian Flames was just like dirt cheap. You could pick it up for like $35 in ETB, then it went dumb. Everybody wanted it, and it made no sense, and it still doesn't make any sense. But, you know, Obsidian Flames didn't do too great. Nobody really wanted it, just kind of sat there. Right next to the base set, it was the second cheapest booster box you could get. I think I got one for $96 at a local game store out in Conroe, Texas. I was there in Margaritaville. Nothing there. Nothing in Twilight. Twilight's always like that to us, except for those reprint of the ETBs. We had some good luck there. Wife got an SIR. I got an SIR. Finally, from the ETBs of the reprinted Twilight Masquerade. But Inferno X, I think when people come to the realization and everything wears off about it, you know, the top 3 cards all being Charizard, And a gold Charizard, an SI Charizard, and then maybe a full art Charizard. And then people take a step back and look at it, it's going to be like, there's nothing else here. Why are we spending so much money on something where there's not a whole lot here? Just kind of like that Lily tin, or that Lily box. So $50, and this is what we got. Oh, Lily. But we got the coin, the deck box, and the sleeves. But I mean, for $50, 6 packs, 2 of them had something, an EX, and then one of them being a spec. That would have been buying that back, you know, at 35 wouldn't have been so bad. But at 50, if I would have paid cash, that would have hurt. But since I traded in a bunch of stuff, it doesn't hurt as bad. It just kind of hurts knowing that what do Mega? It better not be Garganackle. No. Maybe it's Yongoose hiding behind the trash can. No, it's another Spearow. Dang it, I got one of these. Well, now the wife can have one, I guess. We already got a Spearow. Yeah, my wife wants Dawn out of Inferno X with her little bicycle. I just want Wigglytuff, man. Wigglytuff, Piplup, Ludicolo. Don't care about the Charizard. I'm not a Charizard fan. Unpopular opinion. I think the artwork looks goofy in the SIR. I'm pretty sure. Like, people... I mean, I know for a fact. I was at a local game store. I was like, I don't care for it. They're like, what? It's such an awesome card. And they're like, no, it isn't. It's goofy. And they're like, it's such an awesome card. I was like, I wouldn't want it. And they were dumbfounded by that. And I'm not a Charizard fan because I'm a Bulbasaur fan. And if you watch the original anime with Ash, Charmeleon and Charizard, you know, he was real sweet and innocent when he was Charmander. And everybody rooted for him because, you know, Ash saved him. Trainer, right? Yeah, not as goofy as a Bansamue, but still goofy. But, you know, Ash saved him. He was grateful. Then he evolves into Charmeleon, and he becomes a little jerk. Then he becomes a Charizard, and he's full of himself, and he's like an even bigger jerk, right? And that made Bulbasaur afraid to evolve because he was afraid to change because he saw how Charmander changed from being sweet, innocent, thankful for being saved by Ash to kind of a jerk little teenager kind of kid, you know, not wanting to listen, doing whatever he wants, to being super hard-headed, fully evolved, not wanting to still listen to Ash, kind of being arrogant, and then wanting to just fight who he wants, when he wants, how he wants, whenever he feels like he's being challenged, like somebody's better than him. He's like, oh, I gotta go one them up now. But he was still a jerk. So, made Bulbasaur afraid to evolve. He was afraid to change. He was afraid to become like that. He wanted to stay true to himself and, like, never wanted to hurt any of his friends, always wanted to help out. So, that's why I'm not a Charizard fan. Because he emotionally destroyed my boy, Bulbasaur. So, we got 4 of these tins, fresh from the Walmart. Mega, I forgot it was Mega and Destined Rivals. So, we'll do Destined Rivals first. And then we'll do Mega. Because, Destined Rivals, you know, I'd like to say I pulled my own Psyduck. Did not pull my Psyduck or my Lapras. I had to trade or buy them. I was looking to trade. And I didn't want to run the risk of not being able to pull one, so that's why I jumped the gun and just traded for her. That's Misty, come on. Who doesn't love Misty? I love Misty. If you don't like Misty, there's something wrong with you. So, Destiny Rivals. We've had what some would say is good luck with Destiny Rivals. I love this Tomokazu Komiya Snover. Because, you know, we did get the Cynthia's Garchomp, and we did get the Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Got rid of the Garchomp because I didn't like it. Mewtwo I'm still holding on to because I need to find something that I want to use it towards to get rid of. We got another Rotom. The wife had wanted that one. I pulled it for her. So we got another Rotom. I only picked up 4 of these tins. There was a lot. Because we're almost done with Mega 2. We pulled the Ivysaur last time we opened up Mega. I got Lily, I got Acerola. All I want is the Venusaur. I'd love to get the Gardevoir out of Mega because I like the base set Gardevoir. And the one out of Paldean Fates is a beautiful card as well. So we kind of already got the collection going for Modern. You know, the Scarlet Violet era going into Mega. So might as well just add to the collection, I suppose. Keep it going. But if we don't get her now, I'm sure it's going to drop. And we'll get it in trade eventually. Because everything's starting to drop. Those gold cards are starting to drop. Pretty good. Did we do 3 packs of Destined already? Didn't feel like it. Did we? Didn't feel like we did. Make sure. I guess I did. Still didn't feel like it. It felt like I've only done 2. I guess we did do 3. On our last pack of Destined. Yeah. And we did do 3. Okay. Close. There we go. So, we're not really looking to hit anything out of Destined other than pulling a Misty. That's all I wanted to begin with. When Destined came out, all I wanted was a Misty. I don't want anything else. And what do we get? We get the friggin' Cynthia's Garchomp. We get the Mewtwo. We didn't get no Misties. We're still not gonna get no Misties. Yeah, no, see? That's junk. Arms greedy. Okay. Mega. Let's try Mega again. These are all out of those new tins that just came out. Being placed out at Walmart, I guess nationwide, not being put out by a vendor. Actually being put out by Walmart staff. And there was a lot. Lily, Gumshoes, little Dango, nothing here. Yeah, nothing. We don't have any Phantasmal Flames coming in. We didn't get any orders. Didn't get a chance to. Everybody bought it out before I could get on Pokemon Center. Walmart, they didn't say it had to be Walmart Plus. And I don't really support businesses trying to capitalize on trying to make things, oh, it's exclusive. Now you can get access to this product, but you got to pay a subscription price. Just like how GameStop is charging to go pro, and then now you can buy 2 packs instead of just 1. It's like, no, I don't support that. So I hope, and I'm gonna ask them next time. I say, so when things go back to the norm, and the product is just sitting there on the shelves, and nobody's buying it, and there's no need for limits anymore. Y'all are still gonna limit people, right? And y'all are still gonna charge people to buy, able to buy 2 or whatever. Because now that the product is highly available, I think y'all should still do that. Y'all started it, keep it going. We pulled so many Mega Gardevoirs, not the SI. Last pack, and then we'll do those other boxes probably next weekend. There's not a whole lot out coming that I really want to mess with. Like Inferno X is like, or Phantasmal Flames is, I'm completely okay with skipping it and just picking up the singles that I actually want out of that set. Because there's not a whole lot there. When you realistically look at it, there's not a whole lot there. So, sure, it's an unpopular opinion, but dang it, man, we didn't get, from those 4 tins, all we got was the Rotom. No, that wasn't even from the tins. Was it? No, I don't think so. But what do we have to show from what we opened? Not a whole heck of a lot. We got a Rotom, which we already got. We got a Spearow, which we already got. We got plenty of these. We already got one of these. We got that as well. I think the best thing that came from opening all that was these beautiful promos from those single blister packs. It's a beautiful little car with all the balloons in the background. Drifloon there, and then of course the Drifloon. But yeah, we didn't get a whole heck of a lot this time around. That's okay though, because there's not really a whole lot we're looking for. Like the wife was like, I was like 13 Sparks, because this big old Silence box, it's 5 Surging Sparks and 5 Destined Rivals, right? Oh, I guess that technically will go towards, oh yeah, both those go towards the Grandmaster set of Journey Together. But out of Surging, I picked up oh, it's a mess in here. Hold on. I gotta give her cards too. The wife needs to get her cards from me later. There we go. Yeah, we picked up Lycia's Appeal. And then this is from Inferno X. Alright. Where's mine? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So, just random bottom card in there. So that's why I said let's open up Mega Symphonia instead. Try to get a Japanese Gardevoir. Try to get Japanese Ace Riola go with the collection. But as far as Inferno X goes, there's not a whole lot that we wanted. Ludicolo, Togedemaru, the Yamper. You know, those are, and then It's got to be in. No, she's got it in the other. Because we bought the other ones at the other store. These were from the trade show. But we got the Dugong and the Piplup as well. So all I need is the Wigglytuff to have everything we want out of Japanese. Surging Sparks, the only thing that we would need to pull is the Alolan Executor and the Gold Pikachu. Because we got the Gold Pikachu from Surging, or from Prismatic, but we've never pulled it from Surging. So either one of those, because the last stream that we did Surging Sparks a couple weeks ago, you know, this happened here, right? We got these guys, this guy and gal. So Surging Sparks, we're good because we have the Pikachu as well, right? And then we have all the trainers. I got Jasmine's gaze somewhere. I don't know where I put her, but I got her. So Surging Sparks, we got pretty much all the big. We even got we got two of the Miltank. It's also the connecting card. So that was cool what they did there in Surging Sparks. So you know, we got all the good stuff from Surging Sparks ready. So all we needed, because I got her the Hydreigon rainbow bordered SIR. So all we need is the Alolan Executor SIR. And we don't need any more Surging Sparks. Oh yes, and she got the Charcadet from Inferno as well, which I believe is going to be the promo for Phantasmal Flames out of the ETB. I think that's what's going to be, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, because I didn't get to order any. But I did pull the Alakazam that's the promo for the ETB in the US. So that's another thing. So that Charcadet, I believe, is going to, since it's going to be a promo, and ETB and not pullable in the set, that lowers the amount of cards in the English set. And I think that Full Art Megazard is also going to be a promo. So it's like we're getting all these promos, and I understand them doing the Oricorio for like Shinji Kanda. Like I was telling my wife, I said Shinji Kanda, I think if they would have made the Magneton by him only pullable in English, people would have like driven the price up of that Magneton out of Surging Sparks by Shinji Kanda. You know, he's done Magikarp, the Giratina. It's very beautiful Oricorio, which is going to be a promo, so, you know, not going to be, it's an SIR too. That's crazy that they're, you know, cutting out an SIR from English to add to as a promo. So I think people are going to be in for a rude awakening with Phantasmal Flames, which I hope I'm right, but I also kind of hope I'm wrong. But if it's not as well received, that would be amazing. That's what happened with Obsidian Flames. People just were, there was too much Charizard fatigue, you know? And I remember the 151 Charizard not being so popular. People calling it no-neck Charizard because it wasn't like Arita's original design with the long neck. And there are better looking Charizards in modern recent times, you know, than what's coming out in Mega, I think. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I just can't help it if you're wrong. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining me this afternoon. We had an awesome time. I'll be playing some Diablo 2 here in a little bit because I need to level up the sorceress a little bit more. But I hope y'all having a good life, living it to the fullest. Once again, thank you for joining me. And remember, tomorrow's a new day. I'll catch y'all on the next one.